What's going on with you? Yeah, like that. I am Big Meach, and this is a Big Meach moment. Yeah, we're gonna let that play in the background just a little bit. Oh, I like that. I like that. I'm coming to you today because, my darlings, you guys have been waiting for me to give my assessment of P-Valley. You know, usually I like to wait to make sure everybody has seen it and carrying on because we try not to give any spoilers and that kind of thing. But I'm sure by now everyone has seen the episode, and we've been talking about it here online and carrying on. And I want to go into a full assessment of the episode because, of course, what I found to be very interesting was that we didn't get a lot of that buzz. The internet did not go off when it came down to Uncle Clifford and Little Murda. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But I was looking for more of that, the charge like we got with Big Teak and Little Murda. You know what I mean? However, let's break this down because, my darling, there was a very good episode. And before we get into it, I'm still going to say this. I still stand behind my sister, Miss Nikki Gilbert Daniels, and her fight and her plight for copyright infringement. This has nothing to do with the actors and things of P-Valley. This is all integral with the powers that be and the structure. This is stars and all the children that's behind the scenes. It has nothing to do with the actors and carrying on or the programming itself. This is not about black woman against black woman and things of that nature. It's higher than that, okay? And I'm going to echo her thoughts because she says, I'm not telling you don't like the program. She's not advocating that we stop watching it or anything like that because, you know, she agrees with the programming. She just needs her copyright integrity preserved. Okay, so I stand behind her and I stand with her in that. Okay. But let's get into it. Hey, y'all, I see y'all coming up in here. Hello, happy Wednesday to all of you. And let's start, okay? Now, first off, it is very, very, I know the Cosmos and I are connected because prior to the episode, I said, now I know they're not going to let her get out of here without singing, okay? And you cannot have an original dream girl in a program, honey, and not let this girl sing. When Loretta Devine come out there to sing, as she gave us Until You Come Back to Me, that's what I'm gonna do. She gave us that. Okay, they took us through the timeline, you know, of why the pink was important to her. You understand how she was solidifying the club, what it meant to her. I thought that was beautiful. And then we finally got to see Uncle Clifford's mother, Miss Beulah, honey. We got to see that. And I thought that was very telling. That was very, foreshadowing that we either we're going to lose her or, you know, that there was going to be a change with Grandma Ernestine. Also, it gives us an understanding of the history of the pink and why the pink is so important to Uncle Clifford. You know what I'm saying? It gave us all of the background history. Also, the casting was wonderful because didn't the girl playing Clifford's mama look like Clifford? Okay, what Clifford would look like and carrying on. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, this is wonderful casting. They did that. But it also gave us a sense of pride. It gave us a sense of honor. It gave us a sense of history. It gave us a sense of connection. Why the prank was so important, you know? So I thought that was absolutely beautifully done. In the climate that we're in, the climate that we are in, when we're talking about abortion rights and this, that, and the other, Mercedes and Keyshawn, I'm sorry, Mercedes and Terica, to have this mother and daughter go through the ups and downs and the ins and outs of what this means about abortion, the decision, understanding to get the options. And I thought that was most brilliant with the writing, okay? Because they were like, no, we don't have all of the information. Let's get the information and then make a decision. And here, I thought that was critical because particularly in the climate that we're in now, I think that went over everybody's head because a lot of folks don't realize that going to planned pregnancies and carrying on is all about getting the information so you can make an educated choice. Okay? Now, what I thought was also interesting is the dynamic between Mercedes and her mama. Did y'all catch all of that? Let's break that down just a little bit. Just a little bit. See, one of the things that I find to be foul and just absolutely over the top is that for centuries, okay, Mercedes' mama had been pimping her. Okay? And that became evident in this particular episode. Now, y'all sit up here short on cash or whatever, and you go sit down there, you got your teenage girl, you go sit down here and put her off on this man. Go do your thing, honey, and this, that, and the other, to get her to sit down and get a man to pay for your meal and this, that, and the other. But when you found out that possibly she's having sex because you found condoms in her purse, okay, now that it's not benefiting you and the money not coming to you, or you don't have control over it, now you want to beat this girl into submission because of what you think she's out there doing without your permission. Ain't that a bitch? Wasn't that so tough? How many of us know people or been in situations like that to where unless you are benefiting them, they don't want you to do anything outside of the ordinary, right? Mercedes' mama had been pimping this girl. Now, we know when last season, when this first opened, Mercedes is on the pole, doing what she's doing, and her mama coming to her, getting tithe money and carrying on, or getting money to save the church. And then you come to her, pimping her, and then telling her she gonna burn in hell at the same damn time. Now, how many of us, as alphabet children, we go through that in the church all the time, don't we? As long as we singing in that damn choir, as long as the tithes and stuff are right, as long as you singing on that gospel recording album and carrying on and the sales are done, you good. But every so often we still got to go to that Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve sermon, don't we? Don't we? You sit up here pimping this girl, telling her about, you know, the Lord need her, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. But yet you come to get her damn money that she done worked hard on this pole for. Okay, hoping she don't slip and fall and this, that, and the other, and all of that. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. Oh my God, I'm supposed to be on the air. Ah, damn it, I forgot it's Wednesday. I'm supposed to be on the air. Let me finish this real quick. Oh shit, I forgot. Okay. Yeah, I'm supposed to be at the radio station. It is weird. I'm thinking today is Tuesday. Anywho, I just lost my train of thought. Damn it, because the phone call came in. We just sit up here and did all that and carrying on. And you pimping her the way that you pimping her, right? Now you beat her down, and that's another thing. She beat her down in that restaurant, and didn't nobody come to her rescue, did they? Nobody came to her rescue. They lost that woman, beat that girl down in that restaurant, and nobody came to her rescue. Interesting. Okay. So be that as it may, let's carry on. Okay, I'm already late. I'll get up there in a minute. Um Now what we have here is uh Sadie's gave Terica, after she was trying to get over and make sense of it and carrying on, because it was getting on my nerves. There were two officers like, "Girl, you pregnant, you pregnant, you pregnant, you pregnant." That was getting on my nerves. But that there, as we are humans, that's us trying to make sense of it, right? We're trying to make sense of it, trying to make sure everything is everything, trying to make sure that, that it's settling in our hands. Okay, but here's the other thing. In the climate that we're in, she was showing this 14-year-old girl, 15-year-old girl, however old she is, 14, what this means. Okay, understanding that, okay, yeah, you got decisions to make. Okay, because this ain't what you think it is. This ain't all glory and carrying on, honey. And how about that? How about going down while in the car, she's singing this damn song, okay, wet ass pussy and carrying on. This is how the hell you got into the situation you in. Okay, thinking it's all cute and this, that, and the other. Okay, thinking that because you sit up there doing the Watusi dance and carrying on, because your mama up on the pole, that you thought this was going to mean something, and it didn't. Now you in trouble. Okay, and what is this going to mean? So then we had to come into Jesus moment where, they had to sit down. Okay, how you gonna tell me you want the mama to me and this, that, and the other? And then Satan had to sit up there. Listen, I didn't have choices. I was made to have you, but that was the best decision in my life because you're here, and I'm cool. We want to give you the option. I want you to have the choice. I need you to have the choice. And wasn't it beautiful when she gave her the keys to the car? She said, okay, Chuckalisa or Jackson, this is your decision. And I'm going to ride with you whichever way we go on, we're going to ride. Okay? Whichever that, and that it was powerful because it wasn't about telling her what to do with her body. It wasn't about making her do anything. It was a decision. And at 14 years old, some may say that may have been too young for her to decide, but it was too young, period. Either way, honey, it would have been too young. And it gave her the power to say, this is my body. You understand? And the beautiful thing was, even though y'all know I'm still on the fence with all of this, because in this decision making, men have no rights to it. Because she said the boy wanted to keep the baby. Right? The boy wanted to keep the baby. And they're going to raise a family, blah, 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 blah. And so then how you going to do that? Well, he's going to get a job. How you going to get a part-time job if he's 14? Who's going to hire him? When you get a part-time job, do you know how much Pampers costs? So we had that particular decision. You see what I'm saying? Now, of course, she opted to go to Jackson and take care of all of that and this, that, and the other. Okay. Then came the decision when she said, Mama, do you think I'm a bird in hell? And what she said, well, if you are, I'm going to be right there with you because we in this together. You know what I'm saying? To give her a sense of comfort and relief. And this, that, and the other. I thought that was absolutely and beautiful. Okay? Brilliant and beautiful, particularly in the time that we're living. You know what I'm saying? Also, what it showed was that it was time for Mercedes to stop letting her mama overpower her in her thoughts and her deeds, because in a lot of ways, every time she looked in the mirror, she was seeing her mama. Y'all saw that? She saw her mama looking back at her. No, you can't be her. I need to be Mercedes. Okay? I'm Mercedes. And so this is me giving you the power and the choice. I thought that was absolutely fabulous, and that was beautiful. Let's go to Miss Keyshawn. Keyshawn, I've been saying this all the time. Everybody thinking she's stupid, she's silly. How come this girl can't? How come she could have called an Uber last week? How come she didn't, she could have called friends and this, that. A lot of folks are not looking at Keyshawn is in that state of obligation. Okay, she fell in love with a man who is the ideal person she thought her father was supposed to have been to her. This white man has showered her with all the love and attention and protection that she couldn't get from her daddy, because her daddy never gave it to her. And her daddy was right there in the house. Her daddy shunned her and this, that, and the other. Right? So now, after the first time that he jumped on her, and the family wouldn't help her, and she said, "Oh, I made a mistake," and they turned her back. Her daddy didn't even come down to the door, did he? That was her stepmama doing all that, right? Never came to come to her, protect to her, aid her, anything. Then, dude got disinherited from his family because why? He's in an interracial relationship. So now the whole burden and guilt of, oh, this is my fault, is on me. You know, he lost his family, he lost his money because of me. So now what? She on the pole trying to make money and making all this money. You know, hoping that if we get into this and I can make the kind of money, this will make things easier, because it'll make life easier. And it's not doing anything but making it worse, because now you have this once privileged child. You know, now he is now in this whole thing of, I wouldn't be in this if it wasn't for you, but now, you know, we're going to do this and I'm going to control this and I'm going to control that. And now she's obligated to him. Now, we thought it was going to be a turnabout when he started beating on the kids and stuff, right? And she's starting to get a little assertive there. No, you're not going to touch my kids. But now she's in a state of not knowing how to get out of it, because now and understanding what this is. See, Diamond is her way out. Diamond is the black man who was showing her love and caring for her, but she didn't know how to let Diamond have that. And she pulled the gun on Diamond at the end of season 1, because Diamond was whooping that boy's ass. But she felt obligated to him, right? But that was love, so she thinks. That's obligation and obsession. He's obsessed with her. She's obligated to him. That's not love, baby. That ain't love. And now she's got to find her way out of it. Okay? Miss Thing is trying to make sure she get in. Haley, Autumn Night, she's trying to show her a way out, because apparently she was in the same kind of situation. But that there, she's got to learn that on her own. And what it's going to take, it's going to take something real detrimental to get this girl to say, hey, I'm done. Okay? And it's going to be something it's going to be crushing as well. And this is going to be a lesson that's going to break her. It's going to break her, because we thought it was him beating on the kids, and that wasn't enough. Either one of the babies going to die, or something going to happen. Okay? To where it's going to be over. Okay? It would be nice if her daddy came in and rescued her. But okay, we're going to see what's happening with that, because something ain't right with that. And like a lot of people who are in abusive relationships, they don't know how to get out. You know, they don't know their way out. They don't know how to see their way out. You know, because their feelings are involved. And what does this mean? And I care about him, but I'm tired of him treating me this way. They become a vicious circle to where they don't do nothing but sit. You know, I mean, hell, the whole identity of Mississippi, okay, the whole identity of Mississippi is the fantasy of who Keyshawn wanna be. The strong, assertive, I got control of this, I got control of that. That's all a facade. That's how come she can make the money she making. That's how come she can keep people, you know, wanting, and she's desirable, but she can hold them at bay. And this, that, and the other. That's why when she got into it with the old boy that they killed, okay, Mo, because Mo was trying to have it, Mo was trying to take over, Mo was trying to get, that's because she had to fall out of it, because she was like, wait a minute, she was losing control, and it felt like she was back at home again. So I'll just go home. Fuck it, I don't need this tour, I'm gonna go home. Okay? And you saw that when Mo was trying to get her, you know, she got lashes, okay, that's cute. Now you try to sit there and do these shoes or whatever. She's like, oh, what's the shoes? She was trying to rebrand herself to come out of that, right? If we're going into this whole thing, She's trying to come out of the hooker thing and going into being a businesswoman. You understand? And that there, boom. Then he tried to have her, and so she was losing control. So now she done went on back home. Boom. Okay. So now what does this mean? All right. So we're gonna sit up there, hold up for her. Now let's get into what y'all want to talk about. The whole thing with Uncle Clifford and little murder, a little homicide. No homicide, baby. I hollered when she said that, and that's gonna be his name from now on, little homicide, right? Or Lamarcus, as he said. Did y'all catch? He said his government name, Lamarcus. Mm-hmm. Baby, again, what I love about this is that it's transparency with LGBT love, and I can't the letters, with alphabet love, honey, because it's not what you think it is, or not what you thought it was supposed to be. Okay, y'all think that Uncle Clifford, because he wear makeup and hair and nails and talked the way he talked and this, that, and the other, got on dresses and this, that, and other, loud colors and blah, blah, blah. Everybody thought that because he act like a woman and wants to be called she, that she's supposed to be a woman all the time, and that's not it. Okay, that wasn't it at all. Okay, little Murda was like, no, I want to feel you inside of me. See, right there, that changed the dynamics of what that was. Because remember, the first time they had sex, it was the other way around. Okay, but Murda wanted to be submissive and wanted to get in to Clifford this time. Why? There's a couple of reasons behind that. Let's understand this. Clifford is in a very vulnerable spot because Clifford's losing his grandmother. Okay, now we don't know if she's dead yet or not. We're going to assume that she done died, right? Thrown in our goblet. But he's in that state. And at this particular time of the game, honey, he can't go to the hospital because, they ain't letting nobody up in it. You got corona, you can't get in the hospital, right? So he's losing it because now everything that he knows, that was his last piece of the world that he knew of. All of his family is gone. Okay. So now Murda to the rescue yet again, like he did with Cheek, coming in to be emotional support. Okay. But catch it. Now the emotional support comes with, I love you, and I want to make things right. I want to experience what you are. I want you inside of me. Let me be. You enter into my world. You touch me and feel me the way that I felt you, because I've hurt you. All of that. All of that we do. Okay, we want to show you that I'm here for you. I care for you. And I want you to release. I want you to understand. Take it all out on me. Take your frustrations out on me. Okay. Take your frustrations out on me. Okay. Yes, I can handle it. Give it to me. Baby, that was over. Okay. Then when he stood up there, he said, "Fill me up, nigga." Okay. When he said, "Fill me up, nigga," honey, everybody who knows that, honey, he wanted that nut up in him. No, shoot it all up in me. I want your seed inside of me. I want to feel you release in me. I can take it. I can handle it, honey. That there was everything. And did y'all see when little Murda was crying, honey? Because he felt all that emotion and carrying on. He just cried, honey. Because why? They wasn't just fucking, honey. They were making love. I told y'all the last time, honey. Meach was Little Murda's first love. Little Murda was Meach's only love. See? Now, Little Murda, for homicide, just found love again with Clifford. And I think this time it's true love. You understand? And so what did you do? Because he's still dealing with this in his mind. I done watched the man that I love, that I've been locked up with 10 when I was here. I done watched the man that I love take his stuff up out of here. I fucked up with the man that I love and carried on because I can't understand what his world is. I don't understand all this, and this, because that's what the conversation was, right? I don't understand the nails. I don't know. You've been this all this time, okay? But I'm in love with. I'm intrigued with it, you know. But catch. I'm gonna go back to the last episode when Teak said, "Tell me what she like," and he got to describe what Clifford was to him and everything, and they had that moment. And after that, Teak came up to him and he said, "You forgiven?" Why? Because Teak had let it go and saw that, okay, you happy. And I love you enough to let you be happy. Ooh. Can't take it. Can't take it, honey. Can't take it. That there is all that we're dealing with here. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I really do think that, and I think I said this before, wouldn't it be just absolutely mind-blowing if they take the bank and make it a part of the fucking casino? Build around it. Make it a part of the casino. Make it a part of the attraction. See? That way it goes legit. The money that they... Now, it'll be a fucked up ass deal, of course. But the money and stuff is concerned. They got to get real crafty with the money. Because the casino gonna want to cut. And a cute little cut, you know, this, that, and the other. But what if the bank was part of the damn casino experience? It don't go nowhere, and it gets grandfathered in and carried on, and it becomes part of the Chuckalisa do-I-diddy, you know. What if they made it a historic landmark and they can't do shit with it? Ooh. That there is that, honey. But I'm telling y'all, this here is everything that, you know, we're looking for in different kind of television and carrying on. I need a little bit more direction what they're going with the writing, because right now they're still all over the place with the direction, because we're speculating a little too much. And it's not necessarily, maybe that's a good thing, because it's not necessarily, it's not obvious. So, you know, it keeps us guessing. And then, you know, it's not like something that, you know, it would destroy it. You know, when you get to the season event, I knew that was going to happen, because if it's anticlimactic, then we lose interest in it, right? But maybe this is a good thing. But at the same time, you know, we need to see something. But right now, the storylines, I mean, are very, 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 very strong with, with everything. Turn it back into a nightclub as it was when Grandma, as a part of the casino. Now, that may be on to something, honey. I like that. Turn it back into a nightclub. Okay. And get that seedy element up out of there. Okay, that might be something. But that there is that. But listen, those are my little thoughts right now, and I wanted to come in and tell y'all, honey, and to all of my straight children who gets a hold of this, we've been telling y'all this forever. When it comes down to us and how we do our thing, it ain't always what you think it is. It's not going to be that pretty black and white, straight cut, lace and carrying on the way that you think it is. It never is. You may think that you know what's going on, honey, but you're not, and you won't unless you're behind the closed doors with us. Okay? Okay. And I'm sure many of y'all didn't realize, honey, that Uncle Clifford loved to use his dick too. How about that? Okay. So with that being said, honey, let me get up. I'm going to try to get over here to the radio show, because we were supposed to be on at 10 o'clock, and I forgot today. It's Wednesday. So I got to go run over here and do this, and we're going to call it grace. So, I'll talk to y'all in a minute. Okay, this is Big Meach, honey. And thank y'all for listening to this Big Meach moment.